you've got an exhibition at the moment. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Oh, it's grand. Got works back from, I think about 1964 or something like that. And when I first went in, I went in through the back, because they got the big doors in. And I immediately drew in breath, and I got really emotional. I really did. I hadn't seen some of these things for 40 years and stuff like that. And with every painting is a story. Where you were, who you were painting it for. Because nowadays, most work is commission work. You very rarely paint a picture, put it up for sale or anything like that, because it's already gone. So the only association you have with them is while you're working with them. And if you're working, let's say, for a fairly decent one, 3 months, you are intimately involved in this thing, and then it goes. It's like having children. You know, you don't have them to keep them, you send them out to work, which is exactly what they do. They go out to work. So it's goodbye, and probably never see you again. Except that I did, of course, this time. They all came back there, and I was a bit full.
Like a family reunion, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was exactly that, you know. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I was telling so-so lies to the bank at the time. You know, not like that. My association with Barclays Bank has been tenuous.
Would you mind describing where we are at the moment?
We are in my yacht. It's not exactly a yacht, it's a narrow boat. She's 66 feet long. She's an old tin can. She really is. She needs a lot of work doing to her. But it's my tin can. It's my shed at the bottom of the garden. And if it doesn't get repaired soon, it'll be at the bottom of the canal. But nevertheless, that's where we are. And as you can see, it's a little bit untidy, but then so am I. And she and I get on very well together. Since Audrey died, she died in '02. I came down on the canal and sold the house, came down. Family thought I'd gone balmy, you know, but nevertheless, they soon came round to the fact that I actually love this life. It's untidy. Some people call it dirty, rather disparagingly, I think. I call it cosy, untidy. I get fed up for falling over things, but nevertheless, that's part of the course on a narrow boat. She's only 6 foot wide. I mean, 6 foot to the millimetre. My mattress is 6 foot wide to the millimetre. And I'll tell you something, struggling to put a bottom sheet on it, it's like struggling with a drunk Nanty, you know, and all this. Swearing, shouting, I'm fed up of this life, it's terrible, until I get the sheet on all 4 corners. I haven't got TV, I don't think they'll catch on. I have wireless, I live by wireless, I really, really do, I love it. Music, I work to music. Music itself has had a really important feeling on me. I did a series of works on Delius's Walk to a Paradise Garden, Brig Fair, stuff like that. Walk to a Paradise Garden in particular because it's the Romeo and Juliet story. And the thing is, it's 10 minutes, 17 seconds long. And I was working on the idea that if you stand in front of a painting, how long will you pass on to the next? Now, even with the Mona Lisa, it's about, I think, between 7 and 11 seconds before you move on. That's no good to me. I need you for 15 seconds. And I got this idea basically from comedians when they come on stage. They do a preliminary act first to get in the audience as good books. Classical overtures are done the same way, you know, the overture and all this. And the comedian will come on and say, nice to see you. Audience appreciates that. To see you. The audience answers and all like that. Walks to the middle of the stage. He's about to begin. 15 seconds has just gone and he's got the audience. I need those 15 seconds. So the painting is designed so that you cannot get it all at once. The centre of the painting is offset. The main characters are downstage or upstage or over there. There are, if you like, no clouds. There's no profit in skies. People like characters and stuff like that. So there's always activity. And it's based on the fact that I need you to sit in front and you can't get it straight away. So you come back tomorrow and you see something new. And you forget that and come back the day after. Now, as a Yorkshireman, I think that's value for money. It's like when you see a good film. There are bits and bats you will come back to. Oh, I remember when and there was that tune. There was that which becomes an earworm and stuff like that. Well, there's no music here, but there's colour like that, you know. I'm thinking of buying a jumper. Get a nice colour, like in that Mr. Scarborough's paintings, whatever he is, or something like that. Get a colour like that, you know, and you're using all these tools to keep you interested longer. That's arrogance, and you must have that. My friend Pete McKee, I always tell him, 90% commerce, it's about earning a living. 9% art, they teach for your 4-year-old kids to paint. 1% ego. If you haven't got that 1%, the rest of it's bloody hard work, I can tell you. You must have that ego. When you're booed off stage, you come back the next day. Same act, giving them a different audience. Maybe they'll not boo you, but then our business is like that. You paint with your fingers crossed. It could happen, it may not happen, but there's always another one. And another one's really good, which is followed by the next one, which is brilliant. And et al. And suddenly you find out you're 82 and you think, Christ, that was good.